This beautiful cruise ship is the Norwegian Aqua. This stunning footage of Norwegian Aqua pulling into Manhattan at night was taken by Cruising with Calandra. I'm going to tag them in this video. You should definitely give them a follow. So I hopped on an airplane from Tucson to Manhattan for a 2-night preview of this cruise ship with Goldie Boots. This really was such an amazing opportunity to see a brand new cruise ship. After I landed at the airport, I grabbed an Uber and headed towards Manhattan to the Public Hotel. This was our room. I love the lighting in here. This was a nice room and it was very cozy for us to stay for one night. We met up with Goldie Boots' sorority sister from college. We headed up to the rooftop bar on the top of this hotel. Here we grabbed some drinks and some appetizers. They were really tasty. This hotel was really awesome. I will have future videos all about it. After that, we went to a nearby bar, grabbed some food. We met some great people and had a lot of fun. The next morning, we woke up and we got an Uber and we started heading towards the Norwegian Aqua cruise ship. Here she is in port. Look at that beautiful ship. I did not love the whole artwork at first. It was a little bright and busy for me at first, but I think it grew on me. Norwegian Aqua does check in a little differently, so it was a little confusing and it took a long time. I am hoping that is something that they will improve in the future because it really is kind of a mess. When they finally called our group number, we were able to take the gangway up into the ship. Once we finally got on board, we checked into our room and then we went to go get some food, but the onboard buffet was not open yet. However, the bar was open, so we stopped by the bar on the pool deck and grabbed ourselves our first drink of the day. Our jaw nearly dropped when we saw the pool area, but then we started walking around the rest of the ship and it was just like, oh my gosh, wow. Look at how amazing this ship is. Everywhere we went, the decor, the style, all of it was so crisp and clean and comfortable. The chairs, everything about this is luxury. It feels so nice to just be sitting here. Hi, friendly Starbucks guy. We met up with the BDM and some colleagues for a drink, and we enjoyed the live music that was playing nearby as well. But wait, there is so much more. Alas, it was finally time for dinner, so we went and changed and we sat down for our dinner in the main dining room. Pause if you want to see the menu. The service was awesome. Here is our wait staff and a few pictures of what we had to eat. That grilled branzino that I had was so good. It's now nighttime in Manhattan and we checked out a live performer at Sid Norman's and we went and got a drink. I love that they have a surprise me drink on the menu. Next, we hit up the karaoke bar where Goldie Boots wanted to do These Boots Are Made for Bookin' performance. I had to say, the karaoke that night was really, really good. After karaoke, we headed over to the nightclub, and I was seriously shocked at this nightclub. It was really, really cool with the big screen in the background. The vibes were amazing. After around 2 a.m., the club closed, and we finally called it a night. The next morning, I got up super early, well, like 9:30, to get up and start touring this cruise ship. Camera in hand, I went everywhere. We also went live on TikTok so that we could share this ship with all of our followers on TikTok. This is the spa area, as well as the workout rooms. Fitness Centers has awesome views of the ocean from the windows in the front of the ship. The casino is very vast. It is on deck 6, and it runs through most of deck 6 on both sides. Unfortunately, since our cruise ship never left port, the casino was never open during our 2-day preview. So we're going to go up to the sports deck and check out everything. They have their own pickleball court on this cruise ship, and this is called the Stadium. This is where there is a lot of different types of games to play. Cornhole, ring toss, foosball, ping pong, shuffleboard, that kind of stuff. And if you notice the lights in there, it looks pretty cool at night. This is the glow court. Oh my gosh. Now this was really cool. You could swipe your card and choose one of many games on the basketball court to play. Next, you have mini golf. This mini golf was amazing. I do have a separate video just for the mini golf, so make sure and check that out in my Norwegian Aqua playlist below. I really did spend a lot of time exploring Deck 8. I kind of feel like the Norwegian Aqua is trying to make their own new Lido deck here with Deck 8 on this cruise ship. I think it really will help divide the space between the main pool area up on top versus this area. So you've got pools on this. You've got so much comfortable seating everywhere. There's a bar back here at the very aft of the ship, and all of this seating looks so nice and comfortable. This is actually covered back here. Doesn't look like it because the sun shines through, but yes, it's covered. We'll keep walking to the other side. There's another infinity pool here. Here is some of the seating for the restaurants that are on board. Man, this deck 8 is so awesome. I love this part of this ship. And honestly, better than deck 17. First time I've ever found the ship's anchor as well. There she is. Now, here is the ocean walk. Unfortunately, from the murky waters in Manhattan, it doesn't look as nice, except for maybe the clouds in the sky. But my good friend Sasha provided me with this awesome video from when she was on the Norwegian Aqua while it was at sea. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Now, don't get me wrong, deck 17, look at that. How gorgeous is that? It is very open, it is airy, and then you've got the Surfside Grill in here. And there's always someone to greet you right there when you enter the Surfside Grill. The Surfside Grill is the onboard buffet. It is a small space, but man, everything I ate there was delicious. Also on this deck, you will find the game zone as well as the observation lounge. The observation lounge is very, very nice, has floor-to-ceiling window views and comfortable seating all throughout. This pool area is beautiful. No matter where you are on this ship, you will have views of the ocean. Let's head up to deck 18. From here, you can access the kids' splash pad, which is super nice. I have a separate video about that, so make sure and check that out. I really feel like Norwegian Aqua took the time to think about every guest that's on board and what they would want. Some guests are going to have families. Some guests are not going to have families. Some guests are going to want nice, quiet spaces, and others are going to want some wild times. I think they have really thought out this cruise ship very, very well. Now, I did not get to sail it for a good week or so to really get the full experience. However, from a 2-day point of view, I think she looks pretty darn good, and I would definitely sail on this cruise ship without a doubt. 100%. It was amazing. If you're wondering where we're going, we just took a nice long walk through deck 8, and we are headed towards the local and the Indulge food hall. Now, this puts a whole new spin on buffets because, believe it or not, the buffet on this ship is actually pretty small. That is because the Indulge food hall is where you need to go to eat on this cruise ship. Basically, you're going to order off of an iPad, and you're going to have many different places and stations available to you that you can choose the foods that you would like to have off of the iPad. It's innovative, it's technology, it's delicious, and there's so much to choose from. I did not count, but I think there is about 8 different stations to where you can order food from. We are headed on to the Aqua Coaster. Goldie Boots and I raced, and mind you, it was very, very cold out, but we had to give it a try. I thought it was really fun, but it was not as intense as I expected it to be. Then again, I am kind of a coaster freak, so intense to me is different than intense to somebody else. We were so dang cold after that, we jumped in the jacuzzi, and that was the right choice. That was awesome. After that, I went to the studio lounge to explore this area. Now, this is an area specific for studio passengers. I met these 2 awesome people there. They are ex-crew members. Next, it was time for dinner. We ate at Hasuki. This was a Japanese teppanyaki restaurant. First time I've ever done this, so it was pretty amazing. Our chef was awesome. Of course, we got a cookie. And at this point, our bellies were 100% full. After that, we stopped at the whiskey bar and had some drinks, and I met this lovely lady. We went to a comedy show after that. It was awesome. It was so funny. We got a lot of laughs. Next, we went to the nightclub. I was live for most of this time, and we had a great time watching everybody dance. That is when I realized that the bartenders there were the same ones I had on the Norwegian Bliss. After some more filming of some content creation, we headed to the local because we were hungry. Paused to see both day and nighttime menus. The local is open 24 hours, and I got some fish and chips as well as some chicken wings. Goldie Boots got the chili. We only had a couple of hours of sleep before we had to be out of our room, but we did grab some breakfast before we left, and then it was off back to Tucson. This was the fastest 2 days of my life. I hope you enjoyed my little preview, and don't forget to follow us for more of our travel adventures.